What if I told you there's a real estate strategy that lets you sell a home without actually selling it, collect rent, keep the property, and potentially pocket a non-refundable fee all at the same time? Sounds like something a late-night infomercial would sell you for 3 easy payments of $39.99. But rent-to-own is very real, very legal, and very misunderstood. Here's the basic mechanic. A tenant pays you rent plus a premium for the option to buy your property at a locked-in price sometime in the future. Think of it like a layaway plan for a house, except if they walk away, you keep the option fee and start over, which honestly might be the best case scenario for you as the investor. The strategy exploded in popularity after the 2008 housing crash, when millions of Americans got locked out of traditional financing, but still desperately wanted homeownership. Rent-to-own became the bridge between "I want to buy" and the bank said, "Absolutely not." And investors with distressed or slow-moving properties suddenly had a new tool in the belt. But here's where the mood shifts, because we went from genius loophole energy in the early 2010s to a much more complicated picture today. Rising interest rates, inflated home prices, and tighter lending standards have created a market where the math that once made rent-to-own beautiful for both sides is now a delicate balancing act. Let's talk about why tenants love it, at least at first. They get to lock in a purchase price today, build pseudo-equity through rent credits, and buy time to repair their credit score, which sounds amazing until you realize the average rent-to-own contract lasts 1 to 3 years. And statistically, most tenant buyers never actually close. Studies suggest that somewhere between 60 and 80% of rent-to-own agreements never convert to an actual sale. That means most of the time, the investor collects above market rent, pockets the non-refundable option fee, and gets the property back, which is either a tragedy for the tenant or a masterclass in passive income, depending on which side of the contract you're sitting on. Now, the historical irony here is that rent-to-own has been around in various forms since at least the 1950s, and every generation rediscovers it during periods of credit stress, like it's some ancient secret. It's not a loophole, it's a cycle, and recognizing the cycle is honestly half the battle as an investor. Here's the misconception we need to kill immediately. Rent-to-own is not a guaranteed path to selling your property at full price. If the market dips and the locked-in purchase price is now above market value, your tenant has zero incentive to close. They walk, and you're holding a property you overpriced in a contract that no longer serves you. On the flip side, if the market rips upward and the tenant actually qualifies and closes, you're locked into that lower agreed-upon price, and you miss the appreciation. So the house wins either way, just not always for you. It's the real estate version of selling a call option. And if you don't understand options trading, just know that sometimes the person selling the option gets absolutely cooked. So what's the practical playbook here? You want to structure your rent-to-own with a strong, non-refundable option fee. Think 3 to 5% of purchase price, minimum above market monthly rent with a modest credit component, and a purchase price that accounts for at least some future appreciation, so you're not giving away gains. Screen your tenant buyers aggressively, because the ideal candidate is someone 18 to 24 months away from qualifying for a mortgage, not someone who's been rejected by 12 lenders and is treating your contract like a Hail Mary. The discipline of your selection process is worth more than the enthusiasm of any individual deal. Position size matters enormously here. Don't build your entire portfolio around rent-to-own, because the illiquidity and the legal complexity in some states can create headaches that eat your margins alive. Think of it as a seasoning, not the main dish. 1 or 2 deals within a diversified strategy rather than a full commitment. The philosophical truth about rent-to-own is that it rewards patient, process-driven investors who understand they're in the business of managing risk and human behavior, not just properties. The investors who blow up on this strategy are usually the ones who fell in love with the concept and skipped the boring parts like contract language, state law compliance, and tenant vetting. At the end of the day, rent-to-own is neither genius nor a bad idea. It's a tool, and like any tool, it's only as smart as the person holding it. A hammer isn't a bad idea. Using it to perform surgery is. Whether the deal converts or not, if you've structured it correctly, You win either way, and that's the kind of asymmetric comfort that should make any rational investor sleep well at night. If you're ready to explore rent-to-own or any other real estate investing strategy, check out our links in the description below where we can help you get started with real estate investing, home contracting work, and finding the right lenders for your next deal.